killing enemies is good fun, but it's always a lot more fun when you get some kind of reward for doing it. So what we're going to do is create our first item drop from our enemies that's going to give us some gold every time we kill them. So what we want to do is go into our assets folder, and we're going to go into this Techability folder, and then treasure, and find this gold coins prefab. And we're going to want to drag this out somewhere onto an island or a dock. Either one is fine. We just want to make sure we add it somewhere. And what we're going to do next, in fact, I'm going to delete mine here. I'd want to work with a flat surface. So maybe a dock is best here. Looks like it's got a little bit of a funky rotation. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and go to the prefab and fix that there, or the transform component there. Cool, so now we've got our nice gold pile here. What I want to add is a box collider. I'm going to add that component there. And that's going to give us a pretty good approximation of the size of our gold pile. I want to make this collider a little bit bigger because I'd want to make sure that if the player gets one, he doesn't happen to just barely miss it somehow. So I'm going to increase the X size to, let's say, we'll make it 1. We'll make Z 1. And we'll make Y, say, 0.4. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Oh, I'll make it a little bit bigger. Let's say 0.6. Yeah, okay, I think that's a little bit better. So that just gives us a little bit of space to make sure that the player won't miss it if they happen to get one. Now that we've got our box collider attached, we want to make sure that we make that a trigger. So we're going to say is trigger. And then what we can now do is go into our resources folder. So we're going to click back over to assets, go to resources, and we're going to make a new script by right-clicking, going to C# script, and calling it gold pile. And this is going to hold information about our little gold pile here. So what we can do is go ahead and, we can open up gold pile. And what we need to do to start is delete our void start and void updates here because we're not going to make use of those. And then we're going to write a variable public integer value. And this is just going to be how much gold value this pile has by default. I think 50 is a good for our base, but of course we can change that in the editor if we want. And we're going to say private void on trigger enter collider other, of course. And then inside our brackets we're going to say if other.tag is equal to player. Then we have to add brackets after that. We're going to say player inventory dot instance. We're again making use of that singleton pattern, so we're able to access that inventory no matter where we are in the world. And then we can say add gold value. And that's just going to make it so that when we walk over this object, we're going to get that much gold. And then finally, we want to destroy this game object because we want to make sure we use a lowercase g, not a capital G. And that's just going to make it so that this item gets deleted after the player gets the gold, and they can't just keep walking over the same gold pile over and over again. So once we got that, we can go ahead and save, go back to our game here, and we can actually test this out as well by clicking on our pirate. Where's he at? There he is. I'm going to move him over here now towards the dock, and I think that should be good there. We'll hit play, and we'll see if I walk over the gold pile. Oh, it looks like I don't pick it up. And once again, I have a feeling that this is a result of us not having a rigid body component. So what we can do is, again, click on our gold coins. And just like we did before, we'll say rigid body. And we'll turn on is kinematic and turn off use gravity. There we go. And now we'll try it again. We'll walk over this guy. And oh no, it's not working. I wonder why that may be. Our player is tagged appropriately. We have a trigger collider. Did we save our script? We sure did. So what's the issue here? We don't have any errors at the console. We're positioning our guy perfectly there. It's a bit strange. Player pirate, there he is. Yep, he's got a collider. Oh, that's why, because we didn't add our gold pile script to the gold pile. That will do it. So this time we're going to make sure we add our gold pile script and attach it on there. There we go. Oh, and because this is a prefab, it's asking you if you want to open the prefab. We actually want to do that, so we're going to hit open prefab and drop it into the inspector pane here. You can also access that prefab again by going into your treasure folder, finding the gold coins prefab, and attaching the script in there. Now what we can do is go ahead and hit play, and this time, there we go. And if we even look, if we press escape and click on our player pirate, you'll see the player inventory says it has our 50 current gold. And that's exactly the amount that we should be getting from that pile.